I still can't believe we're here.
I remember when we first started out, we were actually not even supposed to be on this side of town. We were supposed to be at Macomb Community College, and then we ended up at the John R. Performing Arts Center. And last week of September 2006 is when we had our first service.
Wow. A team of people at Kensington over the last few years have been wanting to start a campus here and dreaming about it. And today is the culmination of 18 years of answered prayers. I'm standing on 30 acres of property that belong to us for our Clinton Township campus at the corner of I-94 and M59. When you first took me here, this property was $8 million. So why are you wasting my time?
Do you remember me trying to sell you that vision? And I was like, Steve, come on, picture it, man. And you were like, dude, it's $8 million. Why are we still in this property?
Yeah.
And that was in 2009.
And the economy had crashed, and we didn't know the property would drop so far.
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting it for what, 2.7 or 2.8?
2.8, somewhere around there. Hey, there's the Clinton Township crew right now. Not even after 6 months after we bought the property, a developer approached us and offered us, what, $1.8 or $1.9 million
Something, yeah.
for less than an acre, which means we ended up with over 32 acres of land for about $800,000.
In the history of Kensington, we have a list of miracles, things that are ridiculous. This is one of the best.
We had at one time IKEA going to buy this property and put an IKEA store in. Then the economy went bad and they backed out. Now here you come and build this beautiful building and you don't even pay taxes.
Hey, you're welcome.
But you do a lot of things that are really good for a community like ours. You bring people here for worship, but they're going to stay here and they're going to shop here. And you educate our children in morals the way that the schools need them to be. You've already established yourself as someone who is a pillar of our community. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Remember when they actually prepared this ground and they actually flattened it into the shape of the building that we're now in?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And we all lined up around the edges with these stakes, and we wanted to put our stake in the ground to say we're here in this community. We're putting our stake in the ground for Jesus Christ. And then all the heavens broke loose.
What a wonderful name it is. Nothing can stand again.
And all the people from Clinton told us, man, we got baptized that night because the monsoon came in. And it was
anointing. It was like I think it's a moment where the Spirit of God says, yeah, I'm going to blow like crazy in this place.
What a powerful name it is. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ.
It's amazing how much prayer has gone into this piece of property. We did a service at the JPEC at Thanksgiving Eve 2015, where we built an altar where people crossed the stage and they contributed rocks, just like Joshua did, to commemorate that miracle that happened on that spot by the Jordan River. The people wrote down the things that they wanted God to do on this piece of property. Yeah. We packed 1,200 people in an auditorium that's supposed to only have 990. And so we took that altar and we placed it on this property, roughly where it is now, where the stage area is, where the altar area is. We said, let's dig a hole and let's pour the rocks in, pretty much right where the altar area is supposed to be at the edge of the stage. And so we did. And so that's where it's going to stay for all time.
We were at Macomb and we were praying, and I was hearing all the cars zoom up and down. I had this crazy thing. It's only happened a couple of times in my life. The words 10,000 came into my mind, and I was thinking of all these people that didn't know Jesus zooming up and down Hall Road. I said, Lord, 10,000 is a lot of people. Is that what we're supposed to reach? And this is the crazy phrase that came into my head. But it said, Steve, I didn't say 10,000 people. I said 10,000 families. Like you want us to reach 10,000 families? We weren't even reaching 10,000 people in Oakland County at the time between our two campuses. Since then, we've seen miracle after miracle. And this building is a living illustration. And I tell you, I think 10,000 families is only a small mark of what God is going to do in this building in the decades to come.
God orchestrated things circumstantially in the hearts of people, story after story, which means there's no doubt in my mind, God wanted this building here, which means that God has great things in store. So regardless of what we plan or dream about, or more than we can imagine or ask, I believe that I think it's going to be greater. It's going to be more.
It's His master plan. It's been His plan all along.